Hi guys, it's Calum from the future, and before this video starts, I want to say that this is probably the last episode of FNAF Sister Location. The reason being is that if I give you a chart of what's happening, my skill level has hit the wall of timing and all this stuff, and I really feel like I've hit the peak when it comes to my skill level with FNAF games. And while I still want to play other FNAF games, like there's a Pizzeria Simulator and stuff like this that I would definitely like to try out, I feel like with Sister Location, I have gotten to a point where there's my skill level is here. I could get past this, but I don't have the timing to pull up the skill level. You know what I mean? I don't have the time to obviously devote to every, today we tried for almost an hour and a half. We tried for half an hour on the same mission last time as well. And I understand that this mission is Night 4 is notoriously difficult, 100%. But I just can't do it. I'm just not very good at doing, at least in the timing that I have for this playthrough. And it's unfortunate because I want to make it clear, this game is fantastic. This game has incredible atmosphere. The darkness, the way they use darkness in this game is incredible. The voices that you hear in your head, there is an absolutely incredible design to this game as well. And some very comedic moments too. So it is very sad that it's the first FNAF game that I really haven't been able to beat with the time that we had. When we played FNAF last time for the first time, 1 to 4 and Security Breach, I'll just be honest with you, it was the only thing we were doing at the time. We had nothing else on the channel that we were doing. We were legitimately doing no other playthrough apart from those FNAF games. So I was able to devote whatever had happened, we were going to be devoting our time to that. You know what I mean? We were devoting our time to FNAF. But it's just not the case, especially we're doing Roma Reacts, we're doing Q&As, we're doing other playthroughs. There's just so much to do. And another thing is, I know it's so hard to hear sometimes, to hear this. In the last half an hour of this video today, I stopped having fun. And it's one of those feelings where it rarely happens to me because we play so many great games on this channel that it's very easy to it's very, because we play so many great games, it's very easy to have fun. I was first half an hour of this, I was okay, this is still great. It's so much fun, still so much fun. Then we get into another 20 minutes of it, and I'm I'm starting to feel this burning sensation in my stomach. And then we get to the last 20 or 30 minutes, and I'm just you can probably hear it in me. You can probably, I haven't edited the video yet, you can probably hear it in me, I'd say, that I just stopped having fun with it, and that's not good. I don't think anyone wants me to play a game if I'm not having fun anymore. And I want to make it clear, it's not because the game is poorly designed or anything like that. I really feel like it is my skill level has hit the wall with the amount of time that I can put into this. That's it. It's my personal skill level. And even though we get very close in a lot of cases here, it's just definitely a skill issue. It really is for me. And it's hard to admit sometimes, when you aren't very good at something that you have hit a skill level and you're not having fun with it anymore. But that's basically what happened. Now, similarly, this happened before with Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight was a game where I played it, and it's one of the greatest games of all time. Hollow Knight. I would put it in a top 50 list any day. But I got to the true final boss, and I just could not. And it was upsetting. I just could not get that boss. In the timing that I have allowed myself, right, to do that. It's the same thing that happened with the Undertale stuff with Spamton, where I was I can't beat this thing, Yeah, so I will have a replacement playthrough. I also want to say as well that this isn't an easy thing for me because it's very rare when I stop a playthrough. It's happened before, but it feels bad because I know that there's people who love this playthrough. There's people who even told me they love coming home and watching this FNAF playthrough so far. And of course it upsets me. It hurts to let people down. But obviously I just want to be honest with you guys on how I feel about something, because I know if me not having fun for the last 30 minutes and me not being able to get past this, I know for a fact that a lot of you guys would rather know that than have me not say that and just keep trying to struggle through that night that I just can't play very well. Yeah, that's just the way I gotta say it. It does hurt. It hurts because I know that a lot of people love that playthrough. But I just wanted to be 100% straight with you guys when it comes to that stuff, and I hope you guys understand. Okay, so we're back here with Sister Location, and I'm already winding up the locks again. I've gotten some lovely tips off you guys, which is nice. This game is, oh god, already red again because I was waiting for the cutscene to be over, and I think I started too late with this. So I think the optimal thing to do is to wait until there's 2 on this and then shake everything. Like here, maybe? Because every time you shake, the spring locks become a little bit more loose, which makes sense. So we don't want that to happen either. So we were very much right when it came to like the spring locks coming loose, I suppose. So I don't know what's the option. Should we like see this guy's coming up here now, right? So we just have to like wait until we see. Maybe we go on the other side, see if someone's there. It's tough, right? It's tough. And like while I think it's tough, I think this night has been like the most fun. Like this game is actually great. Oh god. Yeah, I'm already like, you know, more rusty than I was when I came into it last time, you know what I mean? And we're not even like a minute into this. I think now we're just gonna have to like do as much as we can with these locks because there's probably locks on the other side that are like already red, yeah. That's what I'm saying, yeah, we're gonna have to like get better at just like, you know, doing some of this stuff but not all this stuff. You know what I mean? Oh god. Yeah, it's done. It's done. Not good optimization this time around. At all. Yep. Not good optimization on my part anyway. I think one of the things that I have to do better at, by the way, is just kind of like giving up the ghost and not trying to like wind things, like at first wind things the full way, right? And then not winding things the full way, if that makes sense. So it's like, it's kind of like, we start off by winding things the full way as much as we can, and then we will
open the
not.
faceplates for you.
You could just start with the faceplates open, I don't mind.
They can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait.
We'll start with this one.
I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Man, it's like such a fun mechanic. I understand that it's like difficult, but like I'm having like a blast with it. You know what I mean? I'm having like such a blast, even if like it's been difficult for me. And I feel like there are like tons of like aspects about this game that are just so fun. Do we just do it now? Because again, we can't let them up, right? I just think we can't let them up. I think when stuff is like over there, it's fine, right? Let's go back over here. Big boy's over here again. And like you guys have said that this is a notoriously hard part of the game. And I can totally see why it is a hard part of the game. Perfect. What? Oh, one of them was probably red. One of them was probably red and I didn't see it. I was like, wow, I'm doing like really well here. But one of them must have been red. Yeah, that's probably why I thought I was doing too well. Is I probably neglected one of the sides. That's what happened, I'd say. That's okay though. I'm also like these headphones are so good. Right? I got them years ago. But like they're so good, and like every time like one of those guys jumps up, it like legitimately like, you know, shocks my heart a bit as well, you know what I mean? It really does. Now I will say, like, once you get thank you. Once you get scared enough in this game,
they can find you on the cameras.
like it's very rare.
Now, all you have to do is wait.
Yeah. Once you get scared enough in this game by the same
I
thing,
recommend that you keep the spring locks
I feel like
wound
it's not
up.
as like jumpy
Your
as it was
breathing and
before.
your heartbeat are causing them to come loose.
Like I had to do
You don't want
the
them to get too
yeah,
loose. Trust me.
I think it would be like one thing I would like really like in this game, and I genuinely think this is just something that would be like a really nice quality of life. I know they're not gonna patch it, but like I would like really like love like for after like the third or fourth try you're doing with the like any level, like the voiceover doesn't go that time. I know it sounds kind of bad, but I like when I'm trying to like focus like really early on, all I can think about is like, you know, this oh, did one already get up there? There they are. Okay, I saw them in the, at the right time. You know what I mean? When you're trying to focus and then like she's like, "Don't let the spring light." It's like, yeah, like that's the mechanic I've been going with for the past while. Okay, make sure everything is like in place. Yeah, just like a thing that like makes the lady not say anything. That sounds so bad. A patch that makes sure this lady can't talk. That sounds terrible. That sounds awful. Nobody clip that. Ever. Not only can women talk, we support women's rights and wrongs on this channel. Just watch Little Misfortune. But every character in this game is just like, please let them not speak during the tutorial aspects of it. I don't know if I can do this. Oh, it's probably right over here already. It will be anyway after this. Oh yeah, it's done. Yeah, there's no way. They're gonna be all red over here. Yeah. Oh, here comes the scare. I can feel it. I can feel it. Here it comes. There's no way. Yeah. Nah. Nah. I'm not gonna shake anymore. Yeah. No. How? Yeah. You know what's crazy? I set a 3-minute timer because people are like, you know, set a 3-minute timer. It's probably the best way to go about that. Honestly, like, if I'm being honest with you, I got like 10 seconds left. So I think that once we get into the last couple of seconds, I just won't even shake. Right? Because that's like, that's a bit of advice I got, like, but like, obviously I got scared. Just when you get into the last few seconds, let's not shake the thing at all. Holy crap, it's terrifying. Like, like my heart is pounding and...
open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
And it's also like, I've said it, like, I said it in the comment section last time, like, you know, we have limited time to record a lot of stuff because obviously we do more than just FNAF on the channel. There's 3 playthroughs we're doing right now. So if it does get to the point where, like, it's so freaking difficult that I can't even accomplish it, like, I'm not too proud to say that, like, we have to, like, you know, maybe, and this sounds like a scary word, you know, give it a rest. But we have a lot of time to, like, we literally just started this, so I hope it doesn't sound like I'm gonna give up right now. But, like, if I get to a point where I'm like on, like, 2 hours of doing the same level and I just can't do it, I'm gonna be... What?
To get too loose.
I suppose not. Yeah, so, like, we'll try for this episode, see if we can do it. Like, I'm not afraid to admit that, like, I'm not great at these games. They are a lot of, like, pressure. I think this is way harder than... any FNAF game I've played so far, for sure. But I'm very much hoping that like that's not the case. You know what I mean? I'm very much hoping that we're not at a state where like I'm not gonna be able to do this. Do you have to shake off these little guys as well? I think we do. I just don't, like, when I shake them, they don't leave. Yeah, I'm premature shaking here. I don't know. I feel like all the premature shaking is definitely gonna come back to haunt me. Make sure not everything's fine over here. Actually, we might wait till this guy gets a little bit up and then do it. Like around here. I think we're at a stage now where, like, we have to get what we can, right? Like, it's all gonna fall apart anyway. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, this is not... I think all the premature shaking definitely done us in. Yep. Definitely done us in. Definitely done us in. Definitely. Let's try again.
I'll open the faceplates.
Yeah, you do that. You do that.
That way they can find you on the camera.
Just start right now. Start right now.
Now all
Let's go.
you have to do is wait.
Come on. Let's go. Please.
I recommend that you keep
Thank you.
the spring locks wound up.
It's not even that long.
Your heartbeat are causing them to come loose.
You make me so nervous when you talk.
Don't want them to
Can
get
you,
too loose.
please?
Trust me.
So, winding them up all the way is probably the best way to go about this. See, I also did get advice to shake off the little guys at the bottom, but I don't know how effectively I'm doing that. If that gets red already, we have to get that right away. Is there anyone up here that could get to red right away? Already we have a red one starting off. This is not good for our life. I'm gonna wait till this guy gets up to shake, because why not? We already messed up, you know? We already messed up. This is yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And like, I think as well, because I feel like, you know, I'm very focused on like the challenging aspect of it, or maybe the aspects of it where I'm like, oh, maybe they could do quality life things here, or, you know, add something here. I want to like spend some time while we're doing this, maybe like, you know, praising the game as well for like what I think it does like super well. The atmosphere is incredible in this game. The atmosphere is incredible. It looks incredible. Like the places that you get to be in, like the locations, the animatronics are terrifying. They use darkness so well to the point that it's like, you know, you barely even know you're in the dark. You know you're in the dark, but like you can see things pretty well also, which is great. Which is always a good thing. Yeah, atmosphere is incredible, all that stuff. Let's go check over here now. It's probably like done. Already? It's probably done over here. Yep. Oh my god, we're so done. Yeah. It's the shaking. It's the shaking. I know when like in the last like 10 or so seconds, or maybe it's even longer, maybe I misread it. Ah, yeah, yeah. I do that too. Ah, yeah, yeah. Imagine if I did that to you guys. Imagine I did that every time I died in a game to you, little creatures. What would you think about that? If I did it, yeah, every time I killed you. How would you feel about it? Little yeah. How would you feel about it? Now, I love you, lady. Let's not talk for this, like, you know, and just let's go into it. I wonder if she'll open this.
I'll open the
Cool.
faceplates for you.
Thank you.
That way they can find you on the cameras.
Thanks so much.
Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
And I also want to say that, like, you know, a lot of it, like, can come from my skill level as well. You know, the fear. Oh my god, it's already red. The fear of not being able to do this stuff. I totally understand that, like, you know, that, you know, people probably look at this and go, like, well, like, you know, you're not the best FNAF player I've ever seen as well. What else did I really like about this game? What? Nothing, apparently. No, I'm joking. I hate it. Oh god, I really would just like to get back to the game, if I'm being honest. Like, I really would. Like, this is a really cool interlude, and what they do here with this stuff is so neat. Like, it's so super neat. But it would just be, like, incredibly nice to just go right back into what we were doing. Here, have that. Be happy. Be happy. You have to jump there as well. Okay, I'm happy to get back into the game, if I'm being honest. I'm happy to be getting back into this. I hope they're going to be doing that, I'd say, every, like, few deaths, but I would, like, really much rather just keep getting back into this. It breaks the flow of it when I'm, like, trying to get into the zone.
Plates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
And like I said last time, you know, and people were like, yeah, it's okay to be a little bit frustrated, and like, yeah, 100%. Like, you know, what I was expressing last time was so true. Was just like, it is like a lot of like self-doubt and like feelings where it's like, man, I beat FNAF, all the other FNAF games, and I did it like, you know, I didn't spend too much time on it, and like it was actually not like, oh, he got all the way up. He got all the way up. Okay. And like, so like now when I'm doing this and I'm like constantly failing, it like it makes you feel bad. You know what I mean? It makes you feel bad. And I have no problem admitting that it is like a embarrassment of your own skill. You know what I mean? I have no problem admitting that it's like, you know, like, you know, you feel kind of bad, you know, because you're like, oh, I've done, you know, and you guys are like reassuring me, and it's very nice of you to do that as well.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
This is the culprit that always like gets too loose too early. What happened there is I think the machine, the mannequin thing climbed up too far. I think, and they always start on the other side as well, so. Yeah, the atmosphere in this game is really unmatched. Like, it's incredible, because like really like they've made a horror experience. Like, it's almost like feels like it's its own like almost like a horror theme park ride, but it's actually like really good. You know what I mean? It's like actually, you know, incredibly scary. And there's some like absolutely terrifying aspects to this game. And again, like I said, I think it all comes down to how they use the darkness. Like, look at this. Like, there's something staring at us. There's this machine that's like right in front of us. Like, not staring at us, but it's like right in front of us. We have all these little mannequins climbing in. So now that there's another one on the other side, we can focus on this guy over here. Actually, go over here now for a second. I know you could shake off the little guys, but I'm kind of like worried because of how bad we're doing with the locks here. Nothing's red, is it? I might, yeah, I think we're gonna have to like abandon the idea of doing too much with the locks as well. Let's check over here. Make sure nothing's gone up too far. Same over here. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. I just don't know if I could do this. Like, it's super fun. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, it's over. Unfortunately. Yeah, I could feel it. Yeah. I think, you know, what someone said was like, oh, seriously, again? Yeah, like, this is really cool, by the way. Like, I want to make it clear, like, this is, like, such a cool addition to the game, and it makes it very FNAF. And I know this is also very important. I just hope you guys understand when I'm like, man, I really would like to just, like, get into the game again. Like, I understand how, like, this is, like, legitimately such a cool, like, interlude they have for these games. And they do such a good job of, like, adding this, like, really creepy but, like, fun stuff to the game that they don't really have to add to the game, but they do add it to the game, and it's awesome. I'm just like 25 minutes in, and I really, really desperately would love to like get into like, you know, because I'm failing so much at it. I'd love to just like try more with that game, you know, the spring. Whoa, okay. But I am trying because I definitely want to see what it's like to do this game as well. I am trying with that, you know. We had like 20 seconds left. That's what's crazy. Those last few seconds, again, as someone said to me, like, you know, winding them up to like not all the full ways. Like I was doing.
I'll open the faceplates for you.
Around 125, I think that you guys would probably like agree with me when I say around 125.
All you have to do is wait.
I for sure had this thing where I was like,
I'd recommend that you keep.
Believe it or not, lady voice.
Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing.
I might know the rules.
You don't want them to get too loose.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, and around 129 there, I think that if I could reassess like how I was doing, I think you guys would admit as well that I got too confident, maybe in like, because you could see that I was like in some cases I was winding it up all the way when like it's just not the right thing to do. I think also in the last few seconds, not shaking at all is the best way to go about it. There, I'm shaking because I know the other guy's on the other side. I know he is, by the way. He was hanging out there. Yeah. So I think there was like a bit of like, oh my god, we're able to wind it up the whole way, which is not what you want to do, I think, in the last like a minute and a half. Like, it was like, oh, I have such confidence in myself. Look at me winding up this whole way. Hey, buddy, are you on the other side too? Yep. So once I get into that last minute mark, we're just gonna be winding stuff up as like much as possible. Not too far. Yeah, like, so, like, let's just, like, wind stuff up as much as possible here. Like, around there. And let's wait for them to get up a bit more. Maybe around here. And let's hope that things didn't get too crazy on this side. Let's go to the other side. Nah, I don't think I have this time, guys. Being honest with you. Yeah, look at this already. Yeah, that's donezo. I don't know if I could do this. I know it sounds so defeatist. But it's just the truth. I'm not gonna shake anymore, by the way. I think we just go for it. Yeah, I know. It's 10 seconds left, but we're not gonna be able to do this in those 10 seconds. Yeah. I don't know, again? Again, like I said, this is so creative. It's so creative. I think you guys probably would feel the same way as me, where it's just like, I want to get back into doing this spring lock stuff so much. Because my heart is racing, and I feel like that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Or maybe this is like intentionally trying to calm me down. I don't know, but I feel like when your heart is racing with stuff like this, it's not a bad thing. We're a half an hour into the video. I will definitely give this another half an hour for sure to see if I can do it. If not, like, I have no problem saying that, like, my skill level is just not there. And, that's just the way things go. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Oh, we got to the goal? Awesome. Okay, that's the first time we got to the goal. Again, those interludes are so cool. They're so FNAF, right? They feel like a very, like, interesting, different thing that, like, FNAF loves to do in between levels and stuff like that.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
What if I want them to get super loose? Like, what if I'm, like, legitimately, like, I love them getting loose? You know what I mean? Oh my god, it would be a great day if all these went really loose. It will be a fantastic day if everything went super, super loose. It really would. And like a lot. You know what? That was stupid. That was stupid of me. I was so dumb. I knew the guy was going up the other side, but wait, what? No, I got to the goal. Is this random? Because this is 3 times now they've done that, right? Let's just run here to the end of the goal. I thought like once you get to the goal, they probably wouldn't do this again, but I guess they're like super into this idea of this level. Yeah, we failed again. I forgot about that second jump. I really would just love to get into the game. That was a stupid death on my part. It was really stupid.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose.
Like, if this is like, if the fifth night is harder, like, I am saying that I legitimately will not be able to do this. Because again, like I said, it's a timing issue. We have 2 other playthroughs to do it as well. I would not be able to have the time to do all of it, and spend, you know, hours upon hours on one, mission here. Which is unfortunate because, like, I think, you know, when we first played FNAF, it was, like, the only thing I was playing, which, like, you know, probably my fault for the logistical things, you know, but it's just the way things go, I suppose. Like, we're playing Little Misfortune right now, we're playing, you know, Genshin right now, we're doing Roma Reacts, we're doing Q&As some weeks. When I first played FNAF, I think it was, like, legitimately the only thing I was doing on the channel. Because we used to only do, like, 1 playthrough at a time. But now we have, like, a bunch of things going at all times. So I hope you guys understand that if I can't do this. That's kind of like the way it will look. We need to go to the other side for sure. Okay, so high as we can. They're totally loose on the other side, aren't they? How many wiggles did that one take? Yeah, we're done already. Yep. On the other side, it's done as well. But we have to focus on this side too. Yep. If I hear that minigame music, if I hear it now, well, I think we keep dying with like 7 seconds to spare. It's crazy.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
So I think, you know, the idea I got was to set it to 9 o'clock, and that's just scaring me. Like, but like I feel like that's what we're gonna have to do. When 9 o'clock, I mean, like, you know, once we get to a certain point, just like set it to 9 o'clock. Like every lock, set it to 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? In terms of like how it's going clockwise, you know? I have not set the timer this time. Which I don't know if it feels better or worse. It's probably going to feel worse. Because it's nice to have like a bit of like, you know, knowledge about the timing, I suppose. Because then, again, I didn't set the timer just because I tapped it, but then it didn't go off. So like, it's already like probably like a 2 minutes in. But I think you'll start to realize like when things are going down too far, that's when it's like, okay, like we have to like figure this out. You know what I mean? We have to like start being a bit more economical in our shakes and our wiggles. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Bro is over here again. Bro won't leave us alone. That's done. But I think now I'm going to try and just keep these at bay. So like, keep going back and forth like this. Maybe not stop the wiggles at all. I don't know where we're at with timing. I really don't. Oh my god. That we wiggled it right into the thing, didn't we? We did. Oh boy. Oh boy, we can do this though. I know we can do this. It's just a matter of timing. Like if I feel like if I spent like 2 hours in this, I could like destroy it maybe. But we'll see what we can do in the next 20 minutes for sure.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
There's a lot of like game mechanics they definitely introduced into this one that are obviously very creative. And I feel like that's what they were going for with this game. That's what the creator was going for with this game, was to be like even more creative than they even usually are, I suppose. And it was to, you know, I think like, you know, while FNAF 3 I feel like also introduced a lot of really creative stuff into it as well. And FNAF 4 in itself was very creative. I think that this is like, you know, taking the formula and like putting it crazily on its head, you know? Which is, you know, cool, you know? It's cool. And like, even though like I'm, you know, not doing great at it, like I still think I can appreciate the idea of what they're trying to accomplish here, you know what I mean? Because I feel like, you know, it's taking a risk. And very clearly, I feel like this time around, even though it's still like very like, ooh, what did they mean? You know what I mean? With that type of story, oh, what does that mean? You know, when they say stuff and you're like, oh, what's that piece of lore? It's very clearly still that in a lot of cases. It's definitely more overt than it was in previous games, right? It's definitely more like, okay, they're trying to go for a more on the nose, not on the nose, but like more right in your face type of attitude. Please none of these be read. Man, this is so difficult. Already these things are like flying down. They're flying down. That's done. It's over. It's like keeping it around there, but yeah, it's on the other side though as well. Do I even, like, wiggle these guys off anymore? No, the other side is done. Yeah. It's always with, like, 10 seconds to spare. There's, like, 10 seconds left, and then I get effed up. And that's, like, my biggest problem is that last 10 seconds. And I try to just not even do any wiggling or anything like that. And just go for it. But it's super, super, super difficult. It's super difficult. Sorry. I, in my head, thought I could skip the whole, like...
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
And I feel like what's happened as well, which, like, you know, it's unfortunate, but it's the way things go with, like, sometimes with horror games. I've become a little bit numb to, like, the jump scares in this thing, where, like, when they pop up, I'm just more like, oh, which is, like, so sad, because I really, like, love the Five Nights at Freddy's jump scares. They're, like, one of my favorite things in the whole universe. So obviously failing so many times and not being that good at this level has made it so that, like, I've become numb to the mannequins popping up, you know? I hope it just doesn't mean that I become numb to all jumps in this game, because that would be very unfortunate. Because remember I had to redo the Foxy thing? The Fun Time Foxy. And, like, already when Foxy was jumping up on the screen, I was like, okay. which is sad, you know, but it's the way things go, I think, sometimes, you know, when you play a horror game. Sometimes on your second playthrough, you get to a point where you're like, not, you know, we might as well watch this guy over here, by the way. Yeah, sometimes that's the way things go with horror games you play, you know what I mean? And you become kind of numb to the scares. What? Was there one on the other side? Was there one on the other side? Was there one on the other side? Was that what was happening? Was there one on the other side? Was there one on the other side? Answer this question right now. Was there one on the other side? Was there...
I'll open the
You do that.
faceplates for you.
You do that, please.
That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Oh god. As soon as you see this boy climbing up, that's when we know the other guy's on the other side doing his business. Whoa. Whoa. If I sing Zero Base 1, nothing will happen to me. It's the L-O-V-E. Was it L-O-V-E emergency? It's so freaking good. Doctor, doctor. No, we can't. I'm too good at singing. They will copyright me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I know if that guy's climbing up that side, I know the other guy's climbing up too. I know this is how this game works. You guys are like twins, climbing up by their side of the mountain. I know you guys, I know how you work. I'm aware of your tricks. I was told I could shake these guys, and that's probably 100% true, and I 100% believe it. I'm having a trouble doing it just because, like I know for a fact I'm gonna get, like, bopped. You know what I mean? That just scared me. I probably shouldn't have done that. It just scared me seeing him all the way up there. I'll be honest with you guys. We're a minute left, so I'm trying to just, like, do, like, halfway. You know what I mean? Bro, how are you up there again? Get a job. This is my job. What's your job? I just do the climbing. Okay, so what else do you do? They sometimes make me work the snack stand. They make you work the snack stand? So if it goes all the way up, is that a failure? How does anyone do both sides like this? Like, this is insane to me. Oh, wait, no! What am I supposed to do? Oh, it's done. It's done. Doctor, help me! It's always 10 seconds. It's always the last 10 seconds. I know in the last 10 seconds you're supposed to... Oh, God. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that jump. I keep forgetting about that jump. Whew. It's always the last 10 seconds that I fail here. We have another 10 minutes, and then we'll figure out what we can do in the future with this. Because it just looks like I'm just, like, not great at this. And, like, where is it now? Like, and just explain, like, what I'm talking about here. Like, it's like, I am trying my hardest. I hope it does come across like that. I am definitely trying my best to actually, like, get through this. It's difficult. It's super difficult. And, like, I feel like compared to, like, any other FNAF game I've played, it's more difficult than any, like, FNAF game I've played so far. So I'm an idiot, by the way. The tips that I had gotten was, like, don't shake when all the clocks are 9 minutes, not get it to 9 minutes, which makes me feel so dumb. I think it's just, like, I read them last night, and, like, I was, like, you know, I was putting it all together in my head, I suppose.
Now all you have to do
That's my bad.
is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
So he's coming up that side. I thought it was get it to 9 o'clock, but it's actually don't wiggle at 9 o'clock. Okay, watch. We can watch this guy as he's going up as well, which is fine. Jesus, man, it's already happening. Oh, the other side's done, for sure. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, one's going up right now. I can feel it on the other side. Yep. It's 7 seconds to spare. Every single time, it's like 10 or 7 seconds, and it feels so freaking bad, man. It feels so bad. We'll give it like 2 or 3 more tries, and we'll see what we can do with this. It feels so bad. Feels so bad. Like, really cool game. But I am trying my best. I am definitely trying my best, and I hope that it comes across like that. I'm trying.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
I'm trying to like focus a lot. Maybe just don't talk. We'll see how that goes. I'm a grade A yapper. That did happen. I'm guessing one of them was loose and I didn't see it. That's probably what happened. Or maybe, I don't think they got up, did they? Maybe they did get up a little bit higher and I didn't see. That could be it. We'll give it 2 more tries. We'll give it 2 more tries.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Probably red on this side, right? Somewhere. No? Sorry I'm not, like, conversing with you guys right now. I want to, like, make sure my last, like, 2 tries here, like, are something, right? If that makes sense. Oh, we're done. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get this now. It's 7 seconds every time. Every time it's 7 seconds. It's disheartening. It really is. Because I think this game is super cool. And like we said, there's so many really cool horror aspects to it. There's so many like really cool, like, and I want to make it clear, like, it's my skill level. Like, and I have no problem admitting that, like, there's games I'm good at and there's games I suck at. Like it is for anybody. And I feel like, you know, while I feel like I was good at the other FNAF games, like some of them at least, this one I'm just not very good at. And like this one, like, I'm kind of like, you know, like, I don't want to sit here, like, because the thing is, I feel like it'll be very easy, and like there's something in your heart that always tells you know when you're getting destroyed over and over again, that like kind of like wants you to be like, oh man, like this game, you know, this game, man, this game. Because obviously there's like some quality of life things I wish this game would do, of course, and I talked about already, you know, when it comes to like skipping dialogue, or even like in terms of like in terms of like, you know, like skipping dialogue or checkpoints. Of course there is, but I feel like, you know, this game is like, you know, unbelievably like well done in terms of its horror elements. It's just right now I'm stressed to heck, man. I really am. So this would be our last try, and we'll see what we're gonna do after that.
Way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Already, this is like effed up. We're not even a minute in. But that's, again, my vigilance, really. That's my fault. And not winding this stuff up all the way, I think, as well, was a big issue. Like, it feels like just being honest, when I get to this point and there's like a minute and 40 seconds left, it feels like I've been here for like 3 minutes. You know what I mean? It really feels like I have been. Oh god. We'll give it one more try because that was a bad try. You know what I mean? That was a bad try. Oh no, come on! Let me just play it, please! I beg of thee. I beg of thee, game, please. I keep forgetting about that jump. I keep forgetting about the jump. That sound of that the character dying in my ears is crazy. Okay. We'll give this one last try, and we'll see how it goes from there, okay? I don't want my last try to be one where it was just like, die early and not have fun with it, you know what I mean?
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose.
Well, I'll just die then.
You don't want them to get
I'll
too
just
loose.
die.
Trust me.
Your breathing is making this worse for you. Okay, then. How about I die? In Minecraft YouTube. Bro, get your silly head out of here. Stop climbing up places. Oh, I like climbing. Okay, great. Climb. Have a good climb. Oh, climbing's my thing. What's your thing, Bert? My thing is, I love to dance. Okay, we're doing one more time. That was a bad try. I don't know what got loose there, but we'll do it one more time. Thank you for not going to the minigame that time. Thank you so much. We'll try it one more time, because I feel like those are bad tries. You know what I mean? Those are bad tries. Like, I feel like a good try is when we get to, like, the last 7 seconds and then we die. That's a good try. Like, you know what I mean? Or even, like, yeah, we'll try it. No matter what, this will be our last try. I know I keep saying that, but, like, I feel like you guys understand where it's like, okay, we want to try one more time. And then we'll have a chat. We'll have a little chat.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
And, like, if I'm being honest with you, my heart feels really sore. Already? Calm down! Like, I know it sounds like a crazy thing to say, but not sore. You know that feeling you get? It's like I'm feeling like at the pit of my stomach, and like your chest is like, your heart's pounding, I should say. Heart sore, not good. You know what I mean? That's bad. That would be, I don't mean to worry you like that, guys. You know, like, that's like, you know, go to a doctor. It's just like my heart's pounding and my stomach has like, it feel like there's like a fire in it. You know what I mean? And like, not like a, you know, like, yeah, I could do this kind of way, in a way of like, oh my God. Is this even possible? Is this my life now? Check all the things. Wait a second, so it doesn't wiggle both of them off at the same time? Sometimes it'll only, I thought when one of them falls, the other one falls for sure, but I guess like you have to do like a double wiggle to wiggle two of them off? That's crazy, so... How are you already up here? How are you already hanging out up here? I think this is Dunzo. I think this goose is cooked. You can feel the energy of this try, right? It's not there. Would you guys agree? Hey, how are you still there as well? And also, that was less than 3 o'clock, so we're good. Yeah, this isn't happening, guys. I can feel it. Yeah, it's over. It's unfortunate. Five seconds left. Okay, I'm gonna give it one more go since we got to 5 seconds, okay? One more go since I got to 5 seconds. That's the furthest you've ever gotten. And I think what happened there was I shouldn't have wiggled in the last 5 seconds, in the last 10 seconds. I didn't even realize it was the last 10 seconds. That was silly to wiggle, right? What, did I wiggle? Everything's running into each other now. We're gonna give it one more go. And then I'm gonna go get a cup of tea to calm down.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Already, this is Dunzo. Did I get the one on the other side as well? This is not a good run already, by the way. The last run was my best, but I think the wiggling... Oh god, he got up all the way, didn't he, again? Because I always think like I wiggle him. We're gonna try one more time. We're gonna try one more time. Don't do the minigame. No, don't, please. I want you to just go back into it, please. We're gonna try, legitimately, last try, hand to God, is this time. For sure. Because my heart is pounding. I have a burning feeling in my stomach that's telling me to calm down a bit. You're not getting any cupcake today, buddy. Sorry. Whew. Okay. Come on.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too
Listen,
loose.
you don't know what I want.
Trust me.
Maybe I like them all, like all these creatures. Maybe I want to say hi to them. Maybe I love them. Maybe they get me. Maybe they understand me, you know? Sorry for breathing into the mic, guys, too heavily. I'm thinking very heavily. Well, actually not that much, I'll be honest. I'm gonna hear this clicking sound in my nightmares for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go to a typewriter museum. Let me show you what a typewriter sounded like back in the 50s. I'll start screaming. Ah! What's wrong, sir? Oh, don't mind him. He played Sister Location. Oh, okay. A lot of people have beaten that game, you know. No, they haven't. I'm pretending they haven't. I mean, like, you know, you could try this strategy, and he gives me a strategy, and I go home and I beat the game. I can kind of hear them all climbing as well, which is very creepy. And honestly, this bro here, life of the party. Actually hilarious guy. Tells good jokes. What's right over here? Everything! I'm trying to get to like... Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I know a lot of people are going to be disheartened by me not being able to do this. I am disheartened by me not being able to do this. Just being completely straight with you guys. I'm getting to a point where like I'm not having fun. And again, it is my skill level. I know it's my skill level. I know it's me beating not being able to beat the game because I want to like, before I do anything with this, I always like to make it clear that like, I do not want to ever badmouth the game because I couldn't beat it. That's not the way video games work. Everyone has different skill levels and different things that they're good at. Obviously, like with this kind of management stuff, like I feel like I'm good at some of the stuff and then some of the stuff I'm terrible at. And I did try my best. I guess I've been at this now for almost 2 hours in total. But like I said, I'm just not. It's like I thought that like for me when I started this mini game last time and like halfway through this episode, I was like, this is like the most fun ever. Then it was like, oh, there's this boiling feeling in my stomach, and then there's like this feeling of like, oh god, like I can't do this. And then like in the last like 20 or so minutes, like I legit have been feeling like I haven't been having fun, which is not good. You know what I mean? Because I play horror games all the time, and like even if they're scariest, I'm having a lot of fun. So I think that like it's probably not a good idea to try and continue something that I'm not having fun with. And I want to make it clear right now. There's issues I had with the game in terms of like its quality of life stuff, like being able to skip cutscenes would be great when you come back into the game. But then again, like a lot of people probably finish this game in one session, so maybe that's just like for a let's player. So it's hard for me to go like, oh, let's players should get like skippable cutscenes. That's not how it really works. And like just like, you know, checkpoints. But even like here, the checkpoint's perfect. So like I really can't say much about that. But like personally, right now, I am playing this game where I think that the how do I say it? The design is absolutely fantastic. The way that it's like very kind of like, you know, the very kind of like FNAF story beats and like crazy stuff happening in between, and like all the characters talking to you in this time is actually so interesting as well. It really feels like they like utilize darkness perfectly in this game as well. Like the way they do darkness in this game is second to none. I really feel like when it comes to games like this, it's a great game that I will not be able to finish, I think. And here's the thing, 100, and like I know it's a hard thing to think about. I know people might think of it, as it's kind of bad. The last time this kind of happened, I think, was with Hollow Knight. And it's one of those things, and it happened with a boss in Undertale as well a few years back. And I want to make it clear that it's like, I'm gonna sound like I'm good, but I'm not trying to say it like that. If this was like the only thing I was doing, 100% I could do it. Like I think that like I could spend all day on this. We could upload a whole 3-hour video and it would be fine. It would be absolutely fine. But right now I'm going to record some Little Misfortune and then record some Genshin as well. And yeah, so like I still have all the editing of everything on the way. I have all the videos, everything's still on the way today. Like this is the first thing I'm doing today, early in the morning, and it's still the morning, of course. But yeah, I want to make it clear that this is a really good game. This is a really good game that I couldn't complete. That's what I want to say, and that I stopped having fun with because I was just doing something I just couldn't do over and over again. Yeah, because it's not a. It's really sad for me because FNAF to me has been one of the best things that I've gotten into. And here's the thing, like it's like down the line, could I come back to this if we had like more time or something like that? Probably, for sure. For sure we could come back to it, but I don't want to make a promise like that and not be able to keep it. Sometimes we're going to encounter games that I'm just not good enough to complete. But also it's one of those situations where like I have to be honest with you guys and say that like in the last like 20 to 30 minutes of that video, I really felt like I was just like trying to beat it and I stopped having fun. And that's not good. You know what I mean? It's not good if I'm not having fun playing a game, you know what I mean? And I feel like, it's like we encounter tough bosses all the time, you know what I mean? And a good example recently was we played Sonic Adventure, and we fought the Egg Viper, and that was really difficult, but like throughout the whole difficulty section I was having fun. I got to a point here for the last 30 minutes where I just wasn't really having fun with it, and that's not good. It's not good. But yeah, really great game that I couldn't finish is the way I describe it. I know I'm gonna get like people being very encouraging like you always are. You're always amazing, and I thank you for that. And I'll still upload this video because I have no problem uploading my failures whatsoever. But again, I'll put a note at the start if people don't want to watch me just like fail for a long time. I'm sad. I'm definitely sad. I am. But I have to obviously do what's best for my enjoyment of games too, because I think you guys would rather me play stuff that I'm still having fun with, rather than play a game that again, it's so complicated because like again, a great game that I stopped having fun with in the last half an hour. You know what I mean? I understand this is a section everyone gets stuck on 100%. I just wish I had more time. I really did. I really do. I wish I had more time and more energy to do it as well. But I appreciate all you guys for supporting this series thus far. I won't call it ending just in case I do feel the craving to come back to this eventually. This is great. This is it's a great game that I just yeah, that's the way I describe it, because I think there's so many things in this game that I've had such a blast with, and I would have loved to see Night 5. I really would have. So thank you so much to my patrons who have been so supportive of me all the time: Typhara2, Jamie Bull, Jonathan Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yuled, Radish, and Nusta, Death Trap, Lynx, Marky, Assassin, Colorbow, True Peanut Butter, Alpaca Juice, Peter Shelson, Heck, and SR Fiji, and Leon.